What's up, YouTube? It's Dominique, and I am here with a story time. So, today I'm going to be doing a story time on how I found out that I was pregnant and like how I felt about it, like what the process was, and all that good stuff. So, I'm gonna start from the beginning. So, I guess it kind of like started. Well, me and Cornell, we had just came back from vacation. We went to New Jersey for a vacation in like the end of August or whatever. And then I remember it was like the first week of September. I was with Cornell. It was maybe like I don't know, probably like a Wednesday and a Thursday. I don't know. I had spent the night at his house, like somewhere like between like September. I think it might have been like September 8th. I don't know. And I had spent the night at his house that night with him. Well, I had just finished my cycle that previous week. Like a previous couple of days before the 8th when I had spent the night at his house. And I was just telling him like, Cornell, I feel like something is weird here. Like my cycle only lasted for 2 days, and like usually my cycle was like it lasted like maybe 3 to 5 days, but never 2 days. So that was my first red flag that I knew something was wrong. So he didn't really think it was that big of a deal. So then the next month rolls around and I didn't come on at all. So I'm like, well, okay, so when I didn't come on, me and Cornell were going through some things, and I had kind of like stopped talking to him. Like I was kind of like just keeping my distance from him, keeping my cool with him. And then like I never came on. So I had hit him up, and I was like, I haven't came on yet. I haven't started my cycle. He's just like, well, you just need to go take a test. Like I don't really know what to tell you right now. So I went to go take a test. I remember I had went to Dollar Tree. I had grabbed me a quick little test or whatever, because my sister told me like, shoot, Dollar Tree tests work just as fine as the normal test. So I went to Dollar Tree, took a test, went back to my dorm room, and I was telling my friend. And well, I took the test, went back to my dorm room, and it came back negative. So I'm like, okay, it's negative, but something still seems off to me. Like just something just still don't seem right. And I remember I was talking to my friend about it, and she was like, well, maybe you just need to wait a couple days and take another one. Because I'm over here like looking up stuff on Google, everything. Google be having answers most of the time, but Google also be scaring you. So, and then I remember I was talking to somebody else at the time too, another female, about it. And she was just like, you just need to relax. It's probably just like you under a lot of stress right now because you've been dealing with a whole bunch of BS, and you probably just need to just wait a couple days to see if you come on. So a couple days go past, like maybe, I don't know, 2, 3, not many days. I was very anxious. So, and I remember I had spent the night at this house again, and we were kind of like getting frustrated a little bit because it was like I still haven't came on. I was worried, and he wasn't like too worried about it because he had like his own little situation going on. So I remember I had spent time at his house again. I was on my way to work, and I had told him, I was like, okay, so this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna take the test. I'm gonna take the test as soon as I get to work, because I work at Myers, so obviously they have stuff like that. As soon as I get to work, I'm gonna take me a test. And he was we were in the parking lot of his house talking, and he was like, okay, like that's cool, just let me know what it says. I was like, well, what do you want me to do if it's positive? Like, you want me to come back over? You want me to call you, text you? Like, what do you want me to do? Like, I don't know what to do. What the heck? So anyways, I got to work. I was gonna wait like maybe like an hour, like 30 minutes before I took it, but no, I got to work. I got that test, honey. I went into the bathroom. I sat in that stall, took that test, and boom, 2 seconds later, that bad boy popped up with 2 lines positive, and I was just like shook, like my whole body froze. I was just in like I don't know. I was just like, dang, this really happening. Like it's really positive. So I had texted him. And then I was like, it's positive. Next thing you know, I'm getting a FaceTime while I'm in the bathroom. Like, I'm still on the toilet and everything. So I'm getting a FaceTime from him. And he just, like, got the biggest smile on his face. And he was like, you lying, say you swear. And he's like, show me it. So I'm sitting here in the bathroom, like, with my phone, showing him a freaking positive pregnancy test, like, through the phone or whatever. And he's like still just sitting there like smiling and shocked as well, like, and I'm just sitting there like looking stupid with my hand over my mouth. So we both just sitting there like kind of shook or whatever. And then he's just like reassuring me like that everything's gonna be okay and we gonna figure everything out, and like we just gonna be straight, like regardless of what happens or whatever. Me and him was gonna be good, the baby was gonna be good, and it wasn't like nothing like to be stressed or scared of for real. So we ended the conversation there for a little bit, and then we was just like texting a little bit after that, and he was just like we just not really gonna say nothing to nobody as of now, because we just like we want to know exactly like how are we gonna tell people, like obviously we both still in college, like how are we gonna tell people that I'm pregnant. So I had told a few people, even though he told me not to say anything, I told a few people, and we went from there. And then so I had immediately scheduled an appointment to like confirm with a doctor's office that I actually was pregnant and stuff. So that was that following Tuesday. I think when I had took the test at work, I think that was either Friday or Saturday. So then, or maybe it was a Sunday, I don't know. So my appointment was scheduled for that Tuesday. So I went back to school, and we had planned a date for Tuesday, like to like just talk about everything, because like it was a whole bunch of like just mess, drama, all that type of stuff going on. You know, I wasn't having any of it. Like, I'm not about to be stressed out through my entire pregnancy, worrying about this chicken head there, this chicken head there. So so that Tuesday we ended up going to the doctor's appointment. We took a pregnancy test, and basically they confirmed in front of both of us that I was indeed pregnant. And then we had a follow-up like ultrasound, like maybe like a week later, like to see the baby for the first time. When I first got the first ultrasound, I found out I was like 5 weeks. But anyways, after we went to do the confirmation, we had went out to eat. We had went out to eat at Applebee's, and we just sat down. We had a real heartfelt conversation, like what we was gonna do moving forward, like how we needed to start taking things a little bit more serious, like if we wanted to work on things in terms of being together or not. Like, it kind of got a little emotional, not gonna lie. We both got a little emotional, like, because it's like, dang, like we both still got like our dreams and stuff, and we don't want to let anybody down, but at the same time we don't want to let our child down, but we got to work together at the same time, because we very much so still love each other. So I don't know, it was kind of emotional, but we both left feeling like very relieved, and that we heard each other's point of view and stuff like that. So we left feeling good, and I think that night we had went to Top Golf or something like that. Like, we just was like chilling, hanging out for real. And then like moving forward from there on out, we didn't have any problems for like we were on good terms. Communication was going very well between each other. No more like fussing and stuff like that with each other. Like, we were just chilling, hanging out, spending a lot of time together, and that's what me and Cornell were doing ever since. Like, we've been spending a lot of time together. All the chicken heads out the window. So yeah, so everything's been really good. I remember I was scared to tell my mom. Well, I wasn't scared to tell my mom, but he told his parents first, and I told the first like adults that I told was my track coaches at school. I told them first. Like, I just sat down. I was like, look. But they already knew. They already knew anyways, because I smile a lot when I'm nervous. So they knew. They were cool with it, like very supportive. Yeah, I was telling them like I'm kind of nervous to tell my mom, because like, I don't know, I just kind of felt like she was going to be a little negative about it. So I don't know. So yeah, that's how that went. Yeah, and ever since, I don't know, everything been going good since. Like, his wrestling coaches, very supportive. His football coaches at school, very supportive. Like, everybody knows now. And we found out we're having a little girl, and we're going to name her Braylon Simone Beecham. And I love that name so much, and I just cannot wait to meet her. And I just continue to pray that everything just keeps going smooth. I haven't had no morning sickness in my entire first trimester. I had no morning sickness until this one time I went to Chipotle, and I had ate some guacamole, and I literally threw it right back up when I ate the guacamole. But I think that was just because the guacamole was bad, because my mom had some too and she also threw up. So I don't think that had anything to do with me being pregnant. I think that was just bad guacamole. But the whole first trimester, I had no morning sickness. My baby is very healthy and happy. She is very active. Like, this girl kicks, jumps, rolls, all that already. And I'm only like 4.5 months. So she's very active, and I can't wait to see like what everything's gonna be like in the future, and just moving forward. Like, with me and Cornell, like, we're happy, we're healthy, everything's going smooth, and I just can't wait to meet my little girl. And that is my story on how I found out I was pregnant. And yeah, thank you for listening. Bye.